I was about to say, so you've been in the industry now for about a decade, and I just wanted to make sure I had that right.
Well, actually, I've been DJing since 2007.
Since
So,
2007. Okay.
so yeah, so it's, see, again, these years just keep rolling
Yeah.
by. And then producing, I would say like around half of that. So something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry, we're in about 50, so about 15 years in the industry now,
Oh
about
my
from when you
gosh.
first set foot in it. But
Wow.
but no, so that's a lot of time. And in that time, I imagine you've gotten to see like a lot of change occur like through the scene and through the industry. And I was wondering if you could maybe describe to us maybe not just a particular change, but a general change, just any change in the industry and scene that has stood out for you in that time.
Well, I think one of the most important things is the fact that how today the amount of women that are being supported, and there's you know who knows what the real reasons, all this like Me Too movement, whatever it is. The point is I believe, just like myself, where there's people probably across the world that don't know who I am or never had the chance, that weren't exposed to me. I know that when I'm listening to these badass women's production, I play so many awesome producers, and I'm like, most of my favorite are women today. They're incredible, but they just didn't have that outlet. They didn't have that opportunity, and maybe weren't getting the support, in this male dominated industry. So, when I'm discovering them today, it sounds like they've been doing it 10, 20 years, 100%. We're not seeing them or hearing them. And now more than ever, it's beautiful whether the guys were guilt tripped in, or we just had to wake up and kind of get the equality thing going. The point is it's all about the music, and our music is quality. It's not a sex thing. It's like, dude, hey,
100%.
we have boobs. That doesn't change the way the music sounds, like,
yeah.
Come on. So yeah, I would say that's one of the most, I guess, important things I've noticed in the last couple of years for the most part. Yeah. Because it definitely in the very beginning, I was lucky to have these opportunities because I worked in the service industry. So I knew a lot of these bars and stuff like that. And they gave me opportunities early on to practice in their clubs, like during the dinner crowd, whatever it is. I got this chance to be heard and seen, and people knew me. So that was a great help for me. But, without, unfortunately, as things started taking off, the treatment that I had, or, I would come up to the booth to come on after the next DJ, and like guys would look at me like, what are you, like the next go-go dancer or something? Or I would go play the headline a set, and someone would look at me, the sound guy would say, okay, well, here's the mixer, here's I'm just like, I was like, and by the way, your channels are like backwards, dude. You might want to fix that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the treatment and the, unfortunately, just them really treating us like we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's been a vibe for a long time, having to prove ourselves that we're making our own music. Or, how did you get there? Tara, how did you get that gig? I'm like, well, the same way this guy got his gig is because of the music, or maybe about who he knows. But yeah, it was really hard for a long time to always feel that, like, how did she do that without it just being like, you wouldn't say that to this guy, whatever, how did you do that? You just, oh yeah, this guy's coming on, so that was definitely hard. But I think I took all of that treatment, and I just made me work harder.